very enticing. GILD and BMY. There goes BMY. Now that is starting to look like something there on that BMY. I am thinking about this in the 30s here. '30s against the '70s. Gonna go small size, but I'm gonna try to put that on that BMY up here. Let's look at GILD. GILD coming in as well. Not that extended. Let's look at Apple. Not that broken. Meta continuing to drop. AMD also on lows. I don't like this Meta. I just see so many conflicts. It's just not as clean as I would like to see it. I like the BMY better. I'm going smaller size on BMY because I'm just not confident in this overall market sitting at support, and this could suck right back up. So using a conservative entry with a wide stop and smaller size, so I'd be able to stomach anything. I'm up in the 30s. We'll see. I have a feeling this all might just jam up on us, though. Here comes the jam. Apple popping. Amazon popping. AMD popping. Nvidia popping. Meta popping. Let's take a look. Google popping. Microsoft popping. Baba. Everything popping. Curious. Here's the 20s on BMY. Still looking to put that short on up here. I still like that play. AMD just hit lows. AMD on fresh lows. And Meta as well. Almost popped up to those 30s on BMY. I might be able to get them about 10 cents higher here. Big flush on Meta. About 2 cents away, 3 cents away from getting a fill. I did get it. I am short BMY here at 37 cents average, and looking for a flush out to new lows here below 70, 90. So we'll see what happens. Got a wide stop on it and small size so I can hang on. Right now she's just popping straight up. Looks like she wants to go test that pre-market area, but gonna let this move around. Don't really like the fact that it's popping up here like this. I'd like to see it slam down, but not a ton of volume yet in this name. This is more of a second day follow-through play, and I need to kind of be patient with it, I think. So we'll let that cook. Let's see if my idea is correct. Meta. I mean, I wonder if Meta's going to just continue selling off here. I am not seeing a setup in Meta that I want to participate in. I don't trust it here at these support levels. Let's look Apple. Let's actually just pop out to a 2-minute. Yeah, Apple reclaimed that support level. So there's That's what I was worried about shorting into the support levels for. Um, Apple reclaims that support level, and now what's it going to do? Shoot up to the other side of the range? So let's take a look. Amazon trying to reclaim that support level. Let's look at AMD. AMD somewhat cracked on the daily there. Pop back up to retest the pre-market area, but it does not look like it's heading up to reclaim that support level. So AMD in question. Let's take a peek at Tesla. Tesla just in its pre-market area. AKRO. This is the one with clinical trial news. In its pre-market range, holding on. Nvidia hanging out near lows. Meta hanging out near lows. Down 5.5%, and Meta not really moving up. Also cracked here on the daily. I'm just looking at some higher time frames to see what. I still think Meta's more likely to move up than down. But there she is on lows, so what do I know? Let's check back in with BMY. And this is not doing what I was hoping it would. It is climbing up into the 60s here. And not failing. Now back up into pre-market area, so it's really got to fail here soon. Really needs to happen soon. There's Meta continuing lower. I need to reset the low a day on Meta. And here's AMD on new lows. Need to reset the low a day on AMD as well. And Meta now at 6% now red. 6% negative here. And just pennies away from lows again. Not seeing a super clean way to get in. If I were to want to participate in Meta on lows. Let's look at BABA. There's new lows on Meta. BABA, Google. Google also in a vulnerable position. Microsoft also in a vulnerable position here. Coin, Docu, and Meta. AMD and Meta. But I don't see a way into them. Apple hanging around that inflection point, AKRO on new lows. Maybe it's on the backside now, because it had this huge move up. Sure looks like it's on the backside of that move now. Whew, brutal. Brutal. Here's Microsoft on lows. Let's take a look at Microsoft. I think this also could be a good one to watch. Gonna reset the low a day on Microsoft. Let's look at Meta again. And AMD again. So tech is heavy, clearly. But it's not 10 a.m. yet. Actually, I have to have a hard stop at 10 a.m. today, so I'll need to leave. check back in with BMY. Yeah, BMY needs to start failing here in order for this to work. It needs to start making its way down and reject this pre-market area. If it reclaims back up into here, that's a sign I'm going to get stopped out. Yeah, it's probably going to end up reclaiming the 72 level from the prior day if that happens. Which it's popping up into the 60s again, so not a good sign. Mid 60s here. My stop's in the mid 70s. I'll be proven wrong at that point without any doubt, and the second day play will have not worked. Let's look at Microsoft. Let's look at Apple. Let's look at AMD. And the market's still sitting on that support, on that inflection area. Trying to figure out what it wants to do. AMD, Amazon, Nvidia, Meta still at lows. Microsoft. And it looks like BMY, I will take the stop. It's just floating up here, reclaiming into that pre-market area that I did not want to see it reclaim into, and here we are just floating straight up into this area. So looks like it's going to end up reclaiming this level from the other day, and here's my stop, and I'm stopped out of BMY. Glad I went small size on that, as the probability was not that great given the lack of volume and the lack of an active seller. It was a second day play that didn't work out, and I have a feeling this is going to come reclaim this prior day low. So that all given, that's probably it for me today. I have to head out here in a few minutes anyways. Maybe I'll be able to look back later and see if there's any setups midday, but right now that looks like it's it. And I don't think that, unless I was being extremely aggressive, which I didn't want to be on Meta, given the overall market context, it's just that hasn't been working. So we'll call it there.